I give you a coveted golden bear pen. All right. This doesn't say high school on it before. Right. So this just says Vestal Golden Bears. Okay. So it's not the high school pen.
Well,
so
I know that Barb and Don both were like, we would love a coveted pen.
Right.
I was like,
they have to come on the show to get
that's
it.
right. Okay. I will let them know that.
So then, and then we always end by stay golden. We do a fist bump. So if we're going to practice, we go stay golden. And you could shoot the camera's up there to my phone.
Okay.
So we can go stay golden. And then we do this. We go, right?
Okay.
Yeah. And then that's how we end it.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Sounds
we just
good.
we do a stay golden fist bump.
Okay.
Two hands from the microphone.
Oh, yeah. So I might need to adjust this one.
No.
Were you hearing us okay before?
Just keep going.
Is this good?
So is that all right? Yeah.
Take your hands away now.
Yep.
Is that okay?
I can hear you now.
Here, you're
I'm
fine.
sure you can hear me.
And you can move. That should be. You can adjust it however you want. Isn't this fancy? Our
I'm
studio,
telling you.
right?
Jeez.
Yeah, we're pretty lucky here.
We've got to fix the tablecloth.
Yeah. Oh, and one thing is, if you do this, it picks it up.
Yeah.
Like so, if you
I'll
put your
keep my
hands.
hands in it.
I mean, you can put your hands. I'm whatever you feel comfortable. But it does pick up any noise like you do and something like that.
I'm sure it does.
So we realize that.
All the tricks.
Yes, right.
He's gonna be a regular movie
it's
star.
only 8 times in recording, but you figure it out. So, all right, are we ready to begin then? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay.
I'm good.
All right, so here we go.
All
Ready?
right.
Okay. So welcome to the Golden Bear video podcast. This is episode number 8. And we'll be airing this episode on or about May 13th, 2022. So just so you know, I'm Clifford Kasson, Deputy Superintendent here at Vestal Central School District, and always so proud of our school district and how great we are and what accomplishment for our district, providing high-level education to our students and having a great area for our staff and our faculty to work at Vestal. So really proud of that. But that doesn't just happen where you have a wonderful school district. How that comes about is we have great people that work at Vestal. And so today we have Lisa McAllister, and she works at the high school as a paraprofessional. Yep. And so really happy to have her here with us today. I mean, she has a ton of spirit, as you can see, everything she wears. She's all in on Vestal, and we love to hear that. So today, we are fortunate to hear her story. So, Lisa, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm lucky or I was like, oh, okay.
We didn't twist your arm or anything, did we?
No, absolutely not.
Right.
No, I was
we just
willing
put the
to do
offer
this.
out there
That's
today.
right. And you know I like to talk, so I'm here.
That is true.
That's right. Sometimes they tell me, Lisa, inside voice.
Right. Oh, boy. That's
But
wonderful.
Thank you for having me
Yeah,
here.
we're really glad to have you here. So, we always start out, can you just talk us, who is Lisa McAllister? Where'd you grow up and what was your experience? And
Well, actually, I grew up downstate. I grew up in Queens, New York.
Okay.
I went to high school in Rockaway Park, a small private school, Stella Maris Academy.
Okay.
I went to the College of Staten Island for 2 years.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't graduate because 19, 20-year-old girl, when you start making some money in Manhattan, you think that's the greatest thing in the world.
I'm sure.
You're making some nice money.
Yeah.
So I did. I continued working, and then I met my husband, who happens to be born and raised. He was born in Hancock, raised in Vestal. So he's lived here all his life.
And how did you meet him? Was he in New York City or something?
Well, no. My parents had a big vacation house in Hancock, and his grandparents lived on the same road.
Gotcha.
So it was a little matchmaking on the part of his grandmother.
That's cool.
And I met him just to appease my mother and his grandmother.
Yeah.
And the rest is history. We went to the town fair.
Oh, you did?
And then next thing you knew, he was calling me, and that was 38 years ago.
Wow. That was a long distance back then,
Oh,
right?
yeah,
Remember
that was
you
long
had to,
Oh, my God. You actually wrote a letter. You didn't text each other. You wrote a letter.
Right,
so the letter got to each other when we got to see each other the following week.
Oh, yeah.
So
That's wild.
So we got married. I moved up here. Missed my family, but I really liked the area.
Yeah.
And I did a couple of different jobs when I got up here. And then my daughter she had started doing bands in Winter Guard. She was in middle school.
At Vestal, correct?
At Vestal.
Yes.
Oh, Vestal.
Yeah.
She's a Vestal student through and through.
Good.
As a matter of fact, she moved away when she got married about an hour away. And then her husband happened to get a job in Vestal
That's right.
as the
He
new
certainly did.
technology teacher in the high school.
Yes, he is.
So now they moved back closer to me. They're not an hour away. They're only 15 minutes away from me.
Yeah.
So which is great.
Just by working in the personnel office, I get this call from Lisa McAllister. Hey, just so you know, not sure if you got this application or not.
Yeah.
Like what? But he's a very talented teacher and came with highly credentialed, and he's doing a great job.
Thank you.
So
Actually,
we're really happy to have him here.
Actually,
Yeah.
one day Dawn even said to me, Dawn, the principal, said, "Do you really know what your son-in-law does?" Like, and I'm like, "There's a technology teacher." She said, No. He's much more than that.
Yeah, he's project lead the way to pre-engineering classes and high-level instruction.
I was happy when he got hired, and very thankful. And he loves it there. He does. It's like I go seek him out sometimes, and he's like, I'm in my domain, because he's downstairs. But anyway, so yes, I've lived in the same neighborhood for 38 years.
Oh, have you really?
Yep.
Yeah,
We
that's
bought a
awesome.
house right about a mile away from here. My
Great.
daughter Shannon went to Vestal from kindergarten all through high school. She was in winter garden band, and so my husband and I were very involved with that.
Yeah.
So then one of our old secretaries, she was leaving, and she said, "Hey, there's an opening. Would you be interested?"
Yeah.
I said, "Yeah, why not? I love," because I traveled with bands. I traveled
right.
with all the winter guard trips. So I'm
Certainly.
like, I'll go to the high school. So
Okay.
I worked there. I started out as the cafeteria girl.
Were you really?
Yeah.
Okay, when was that? Like what year?
Oh, well, it was 21 years ago.
Okay, very good.
21
okay.
years ago.
Yeah,
I was only 5 when
yeah.
I started working.
There you go.
But I did that. Then I was the outside girl who took care of like the parking and kids that were in parking or driving.
okay.
And back then, you even went over to Endicott to see if the underclassmen were leaving.
Oh, that's right. You would drive over there and
I
see
would
what's
drive
going on.
over there. And the funny
Oh.
thing is they would walk out. One would walk out and be, "There's Mrs. McAllister." And they would all run back in. And after 5 minutes, I had to say, "Guys, I don't need to go back to school. You do."
Yeah, that's right.
So, I can sit here all day.
Yeah, just because of open campus for lunch.
Exactly,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
So, I mean,
Okay.
I did that for a couple of years. It got a little lonely out there. So, an opening for a paraprofessional inside,
Right.
doing study halls, commons, cafeterias, stuff like that.
Right.
And I applied for that, and I got that job. So, I've been probably the past maybe 15 years doing exactly
Doing
that.
that, yeah,
But I
yeah.
also help out whenever it's
You do anywhere and everywhere.
Anywhere.
Yeah.
I've been secretary. I've set in if the nurses need to both run out of the
that's right,
office.
right.
And which
Help out from-
I appreciate that everybody always,
yeah.
I mean, yourself and Dawn,
Right.
trust me enough or,
100%.
give me that they're okay with that.
Yeah.
Very involved with after school activities.
Yeah,
I do
totally.
games, which I love doing games, the
Mhm.
games. I've been with the Winter Guard. I helped out with Winter Guard. Marching band. I've been to Florida 3 or 4 times, Virginia, you name it.
Yeah, that's
24
right.
hours on the bus.
Yeah,
with
that's
the
right.
kids. So I do.
Class trips.
Class
You've
trip.
got-
Oh, yeah.
always to go.
Well, this year I'm, I have been for probably 5 or 6 years co-advisor for the varsity club with Sue Darpino.
Oh, yeah, that's-
and
yeah.
then this year's the second year that I'm co-advisor for the senior class
Okay.
with
Yes.
Bob.
With Barb
With
Gaylord.
Bob Gaylord.
Yeah. Mhm.
I've done Talent Fest. As a matter of fact, you and I did Talent
we
Fest
did.
together.
We were on the show.
Yes, we did a
That's
show
right.
together. And
That was the best.
oh,
right?
that was the
yes,
best.
It was awesome.
Just because
yeah.
you laughed through the whole routine.
Oh, you guys had me laughing.
It was 3 of us. It was
That's
3
not what we rehearsed. Yes, anyway, this is different. Yeah, you guys are really funny.
Yeah,
it was
we
awesome.
had a good time. It was the cheerleader. We did Let's Make a Deal, and Cliff was the MC.
Yes,
And I was Rosa La Rosa.
you were.
Me and Anthony.
Yeah.
And then we had a cheerleader, and then we had your typical, "What should I do?" We had a ball, though. That was
It was,
really
it
fun.
was really fun.
And
Oh, the audience loved it too.
They,
it was
they
really
did.
good
They
time.
did.
Yeah.
So we had a really good time. And,
Yeah.
I have, even during the pandemic, you try to find the good in everything. But,
Yeah.
we've had our good and we've had our bad.
Yeah.
But
Hasn't been
I'm still
easy.
here to be 21 years.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you do a great job. I know, like, always can count on you to pitch in wherever, whatever,
Thank
at
you.
any time.
Thank
and
you.
it's great to have that. And I have to say, every student probably knows who you are in the school.
Good or
right?
bad.
Well, okay, good or bad. Well, one thing is you do follow the rules, right?
I
and
do.
you do
I try to do
uphold
that,
and
yes.
treat everyone fairly, but here are the rules
Yeah.
and you have to follow. I mean, that's it, right?
I try to.
Otherwise, you don't have an orderly school,
No,
you know? And so here's the expectations, follow the rules, treat you fairly, treat you nice, and all's good, and it works out well. Yeah, you do a good job with that.
Thank you. I appreciate that a lot.
Yeah, it is kind of neat. It must be in your role. I mean, all the students do know you, all the teachers know you, everyone, right?
Oh,
I mean,
yes,
everyone
definitely.
knows who Mrs. McAllister is. Yeah,
Right.
That's awesome.
And the thing that was starting to get a little scary is that, wow, I'm like one of the longest people in that building.
No,
Isn't that odd? That's kind of like,
Isn't that, right? I know other guests are on the show, we think like, because I know when I came in as a teacher at a different district, but you look up to the veteran teachers and they give you advice.
Absolutely.
All of a sudden, you look around like, oh, wait, I'm one of those veteran teachers now.
Exactly.
The time flies, doesn't it?
It does.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah.
But, and, you know, we,
great.
again, try to get spirit going back, you know, get it built up again. This is what we came up with, our varsity club.
Yeah.
The Bears are back.
Oh, yeah. Oh, awesome. Yeah, the Bears are back. Yeah,
we're
I
back.
like that.
So
we are.
I just wanted to bring that and show you
Super.
our little.
Thank you.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, and.
Hey, anytime we can promote Vestal, Golden Bears, that's what we do,
Yes,
right?
yes, definitely. I know you
100%.
could always count on me for that.
Yeah, totally. Always. Yeah, that's fantastic. So, so that's a little bit about your profession here. So what other areas at Vestal, how do you contribute to make us the great school that we are? Like, what are areas, and what's your thoughts, and what are your focuses, and every day you come to work, you know, what's your mindset?
Just so we have, you know, we teach the kids to respect each other, be a good person.
Right.
And, you know, life sometimes things get in the way.
Yeah, it can be challenging at times.
Yeah, exactly.
Figure out how to deal with adversity and how to handle situations. Yeah.
And, you know, and disappointment.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, there's some things that, you know, when we meet with the kids and they, you know, they want a certain thing, the way, you know, want this or that.
Yeah.
You know, got to try to explain to them that it's always going to be that way. You have to compromise.
Yeah, and you do.
You know, learn how to compromise
and get along and Yeah, no, that's good.
You know, and again, I see a lot of schools coming in for games and stuff.
Yeah.
And I mean, sometimes I'm surprised that it's like, wow, our kids are really good. You know, like the way they present themselves. And I'll tell you the truth, when there's a team that comes in, a basketball game, football game, or whatever, and they're very polite, I let them know. I mean, I always do.
100%.
I mean, that's
the
just
other
my
school district, though, right?
Exactly.
And what's great, we get a lot of those compliments from whatever group it is, whether it could even be our athletes going to compete someplace. We get a lot of compliments on how respectful our students are, and when it comes to being in gamemanship and being sports minded and doing the right thing. It's wonderful to hear that. And it's good that you're also offering that to other teams. Yeah.
I think it's important because a lot of times, and I even say to parents when I'm working a game, they're kids. That's somebody's daughter, that's somebody's son. Do you want, how would you feel if somebody was hackling your child?
Exactly.
And I always felt that way, even when I was at competitions. It's like, I want my daughter to win. But you know what? That kid, the other kid is talented too.
Certainly. Yeah.
So
it's under the spirit of competition and just working, getting along and having a fair contest. That's great. No, I know watching you, like, especially at some of the football games, you have the den.
Oh,
and the den, it's awesome, right? It's so
Absolutely.
much fun. But there has to be adults that say, okay, wait a second.
Exactly.
Some things are too much, or you can do that, but you can't do this. And,
Right.
And it's a delicate balance, but you do a great job. Like, always, whenever I'm at the stadium watching, I see your eyes are always watching into
definitely. Because I'll give them that look, and it's like, no, I'm not playing.
That's right. That's great. Well, we really appreciate all you do, and
Thank you.
your spirit for Vestal, and you're always, promoting what a great school we have.
I also like the kids to see, because being inside school, sometimes I have to be the bad guy.
Yeah.
And I like when they could see, like we go on the class trips.
Yes. Yeah.
And or at the football games or something like that. I think, I like them to see the other side of me, that I'm not so.
Right. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I'm a fun person too. I can be.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. That's awesome, Lisa. Yeah, well, I want to just say, hey, thank you so much for being on the show. Thank you for all you do for Vestal. And with that, you do get a highly coveted Vestal Golden Bear pen.
Thank you so
You are
much.
welcome.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much. They're going to be jealous.
Yes, everyone will be. So if they want to get one, they got to come on the
Come
show.
show, and they can talk too.
That's true. And we always end by stay golden. So stay golden, Lisa.
Stay golden, Vestal.